Okay, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Facts and Plug, Facts and Plugged. I'm Prime Supreme. I got something to say this morning, and today is Monday. It's the 8th of May, and I had a lot of things going on this weekend. I took on a lot of clients last week. So I had a lot of things going on where I was thinking of new content, new material. And of course I come across some things, and it forces me to help individuals understand the parallels. And so I came across a video. And with all due respect, I'm gonna play that video for you right now.
You freaking kidding me, Joe? Another $33 billion going to Ukraine through September? That's a whole lot longer help than you giving Ukraine than you did our own American citizens during the pandemic, Joe. Joe, you're not the president of Ukraine. You're the president of the United States of America, Joe. When are you going to start helping the people of the United States of America? Ever since you came in office, inflation's at an all-time high, Joe. People are struggling out here. And here you are taking our tax-paying dollars, sending it 5,000 miles away to another country. And you're advocating for their freedoms and the protection of their borders while you leave ours wide open. What the hell is wrong with you, man? Our people need help out here. You know what? I'm ashamed I was ever a Democrat. We know why you're doing this. It's to protect your interests. And on behalf of patriots across the country, we don't give a shit about your interests, Joe. But because of politicians like you, it's why Democrats will never be in charge again. I said what I said.
Very strong back end. This is why the Democrats will never be in charge again. So there's a lot to unpack there. But of course you're here because of the title. And I titled this, President Biden asked for $33 million in aid, and it's the reason why I don't speak to my mother. People, I'm gonna help y'all understand something if you don't understand. A lot of you guys only voted for President Biden because y'all claimed Donald Trump was the worst. Black folks claimed he was a racist. I had no idea what they were talking about. And as you can see, I'm black. Businesses was booming. The United States was on an all-time 50-year high. And for some reason, the history that the Democrats have shown us was a better alternative to the president at that time, which was Donald Trump. Now, people, there are three sites: Visual, Hind, and Four. Three. Visual, Hind, and Four. Visual site, hindsight, foresight. Individuals that understand the history of the Democrats, we have foresight. If you did not see this coming, if you under any circumstances voted for a Democrat, if you thought that due to the history of the Democrats, they're not like that now. If you have any of those narratives or any of those inclinations about you, you did not have foresight when it came to this situation. And all those that are complaining after the fact, those are what we call individuals that have foresight. It's over with. Of course you see it now because it's done. It has been executed. But individuals that have foresight, we've seen this coming. But I said the reason as to why you see what's going on with President Biden is the same reason why I don't talk to my own mother. I did say that, right? Well, let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. When people have evil and wicked intentions, when they first have these evil and wicked intentions, they do an excellent job at hiding them. Excellent job. They come off more of a conservative. Keep things the way they used to be. They don't want to have nothing to do with being a liberal. Just like my mother. My mom gave birth to me, nurtured me, loved me, and didn't want to conserve that. My mom turned into a mother with the unfortunateness of becoming a liberal. And for those that don't know, when you're a liberal is a bent up word for literally. And liberals change their mind based on which way the wind is blowing. A conservative wants to conserve what was there. But, like Joe Biden, the Democratic Party was always bad. There's just individuals out there that didn't have the foresight to see it. And just like my mom was always the way she was. I just loved my mom, and I didn't see it. And then what happens is, you know, Biden is about to be at the end of his term. My mom is up in her 70s. So I'm held accountable to nothing. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. Then all of a sudden, reckless ensues. Then it doesn't matter who you talking to, aka your son. It don't matter. You're trash. And I always felt this way about you. You was just my son, and you didn't see it. And actually I did. The falling out that my mother and I had in 2019, we had one in 2013. And I stopped talking to my mom for 2 years. At that time, my mom said that a woman will never do nothing to a man unless he deserves it. And I felt that to be quite alarming, because a lot of things happens to her sons, her 4 sons, by the hands of wicked women. And even then, there was no accountability on a woman's narrative, according to my mother. I then, in 2013, had to remind my mother, you do know your son went to jail behind a lie that a woman told. Your other son got dragged down to court for child support after taking care of his stepdaughter for 12 years. And I went through all this nonsense with Atia LaShawn Bradley, and you don't even have a relationship with your granddaughter. You saying that we deserve that? Of course we didn't. But when your agenda when your reckless agenda stays inside of you, it starts poking at you, and then you can't contain it. You can't help yourself. That little devil on your shoulder saying, do it, do it. And you're thinking that it's business as usual. But what ultimately ended up happening is what's happening with the President of the United States. You're thinking of doing so much wrong, it's now your normal. You're now thinking of you just don't care about the American people. But that used to be an antic, a tactic that the Democrats stayed inside and tried to throw out some type of for the people's narrative. Just like my mom. Have a good day, y'all. Catch you on the next one.